in my photo, looking real photogenic. Gentleman attire in threads that won't expire. I'm in the class of my own, my teacher got fired.
What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another episode. I know it's been a while, but I'm here. I'm gonna start the series up. You know, if you haven't heard my last album review, I did Earl's Shit I Don't Like, I Don't Go Outside. Be sure to go and look up that previous video. That was like my first actual like album review. But I'm gonna have more for you guys. I know it's been kind of slow. My other laptop crashed, it had a virus, and no, I haven't been watching porn, and my computer crashed. But it should be getting fixed soon, so I definitely get that out the way. But I'm here with another album review, and today I'll be doing Meek Mill's "Dreams Worth More Than Money" album review. So I don't know. I'm just gonna kick it off with, and it's funny too, cause my friend that I known this guy since like high school, and he was like the biggest Meek fan. I known him when I was like a freshman in high school. That was like 4 years ago or something, and this was like before Meek was hot. You know what I'm saying? He was like the biggest Meek fan there was, and I think because that kid was like, I think he's from Philly, so that's why. And he was like, Meek is gonna be the hottest rapper out, and this and that. And we would look at him and laugh, like we would laugh because at that time it was kind of like everybody like who was hot was like Kanye, Eminem, Wiz, French Montana, Tiger was hot. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like funny, like we're just looking at him, just laughing. But 5 years later, Meek. You know what I'm saying? This is Meek Mill's second studio album with Maybach. His first album was Dreams and Nightmares, which was a good album. I could say, I'm gonna put down the record, was a good album. But this was a highly anticipated album because Meek's been gone for a while. He's been in jail and he hasn't really put out too much music. And he gave us that mixtape that was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, Dream Chaser 3 wasn't all that. You know what I'm saying? It was bad in my opinion. It was bad. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna be straight up. It was bad. I mean, at least for me, I didn't really enjoy it. But Meek, this is definitely a step up from his mixtape. You know what I'm saying? But this album, I love the production. I love the beats. I mean, I'm just gonna go over like the tracks and tell you how I feel about it. But this album, I'll go more into details towards the end, and I give it a number. I give it a grade on how I feel about it. But I guess I'm just gonna throw this out the way. I'm just gonna go with All Eyes on You. I'm just gonna start off with that track, because that's like a track that everybody seen coming, because he's with Nicki, and we expected Nicki to be on this album. You know what I'm saying? That which I think it's a dope song. It's a dope record. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the record saying that it's actually a dope record. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little cutie, and a lot too cute and lovey dovey. But they getting serious. So I think they're engaged now, or something like that. But but then he went a little bit too far with the other track. I didn't really memorize this track list. So I'm looking, But Been That with Nicki Minaj. That album, I keep saying album. Why I'm saying that? That song was like, it kind of like got like, all right, that's it. No more these songs, cause we don't, what I'm saying, that's y'all. Like, we don't really care, man. Like, don't make another track with just y'all two talking about how y'all love each other. Like, we get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that track was like a Nicki Minaj featuring Meek Mills. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not Meek. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these songs I'm like iffy about. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of because like, a lot of Meek. You know what I'm saying? Meek is a lyricist. I think Meek is a lyricist. He's not like there's two types of lyricists. There's lyricists, and then there's like a super lyricist. But like Meek, I think he's just like just a straight lyricist. You know what I'm saying? Because when he rhymes, he rhymes. You know what I'm saying? And it's I guess the topic he raps about, basically trying to come up and rapping about the struggle, like, he's kind of he's a lyricist in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's like a super duper lyricist, like a super duper lyricist like an Eminem, someone like that, or Lupe Fiasco. I'm not, but because Meek was, he was a battle rapper, and so that's why a lot of people, when he was coming up, people were saying he was a lyricist because he was a battle rapper. Growing up in Philly, which a lot of people knew him because he was a battle rapper. He was known for that. But you know, on this album again, I mean, it was, you know, he had a lot of dope records, and some of them were just, you know what I'm saying? Like again, the Trillers, that's another dope record that I like. That's like a lot of people's favorite track. You know, Rico with Drake, that's another, you know, good track that everybody enjoys. It's a radio song. It's gonna get a lot of, you know, radio plays. So, you know, get used to that if you're gonna turn on the radio, man. You know, that song, you know, that jams. I Got the Juice, which is another good track. It's personally one of my favorites. You know, I love, you know, Meek rapping on it, and you know, Home is really, you know, he in that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you in the car, man, you have to bump that record, man. Like, I love the beat. I love him rhyming on it. People complain about him screaming. He's being too loud on a lot of his records, but he didn't really do so much on that, because I heard he was, like, working with Jay-Z, and Jay-Z was, you know, teaching him how to, like, you know, pace his voice and stuff like that. But, you know, Ambitious, I think that kind of threw me off a little bit. I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? That's like one of those throwaway tracks you could do without. You know what I'm saying? I think it would have been doper if he made that. It's kind of like a Tupac reference. Same thing with I Got the Juice. It was kind of like a Tupac reference. Like, I thought he would put like skits in there or something, or, you know, Ambitious. I don't know. That song is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been dope if he made like a remake of the original Tupac Ambitious. You know, Ambitious is a ride. Like, you know what I'm saying? That would have been dope. Or at least put that in the hook. Pull Up with The Weeknd. That's another good, you know, it's a good track. You know, The Weeknd was singing his ass off. So, I mean, it's a good record, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people love that. Check, you know what I'm saying? That's like another song. I get into that song, man. I get into that soon. Stand Up, that's just another track that's kind of like, you know, you look back at it, you look back 2 years from now, like, you're not going to remember the song. You know, this is more of like a throwaway song. You know, Check, you know, to get with that, it's like the content, it's like, it's like, we get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I heard that track, I was like, okay, man, we get it. We know you get money. We know you get girls. You know what I'm saying? We know you got haters. Like, we know you got money. Like, why rap about that? And it's just like, check. Like, you hearing that, like, the hook is kind of like, all right, man, you know what I'm saying? It gets kind of annoying, and it's like, that's something like one of these, you know, 16-year-old kids will rap about, and like, that'll be the hook. Like, they'll be like, check, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not switching up his style at all. Like, he's rhyming like what Amigos rap about. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna talk about money, do it different. You know, rap about it differently. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Check. It just threw me off. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like Jay-Z. Jay-Z raps about money, but he, you know, he raps it in another way, and he, you know, he switches it up. You know what I'm saying? He says, I get money, I'm making millions in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay-Z raps, like, when he talks about his money shit, like, he just raps like how no one could talk about, like, money. You know what I'm saying? But this album, again, to me, it's good, but it's just, I wish I could have got more from Meek. Like, he could have talked more about him growing up in Philly, and, you know, the content was just, it wasn't there for me. You know what I'm saying? I want him to talk about, you know, the album is called Dreams Worth More Than Money. Like, he could have given us an idea of what that means to him. You know what I'm saying? How did he get to where he's at? You know, like, what are the obstacles, and what did you go through? Like, all right, we know what you've been through, you know, going to jail, and I guess he made a whole entire mixtapes about dream chasing and stuff like that. But I just wish he was more deeper into this, you know, do more storytelling like he did on you know, Tony's Story, you know, like, too. That was a dope record, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have done more storytelling, gave us more of the, you know, him growing up in Philly, because I'm not from Philly, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could give a lot of us the culture of Philly, and how he grew up, and how did he get out that environment, you know what I'm saying? He could have rapped more and been more deeper or something. Like, he really wasn't that deep, you know? A lot of it, the stuff that he was saying, he was really talking about, you know, his mom, and, you know, how it's hard, how he don't communicate with his family because he's so big and rich and famous. I mean, that's pretty much like the only content I was really getting. Other than that, he was just talking about, you know how he's that hood dude. Like, you know, we get it. Like, we don't feel like no one's saying you a phony. Like, we know you were like one of the hoodest dudes in the game right now. So I don't know. That's why I give this album like a 6. You know what I'm saying? Because I like the songs, but I just didn't get enough material from. Like, I didn't get enough content. I didn't feel. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to artists, you want to feel for who they are, you know what I'm saying? You want to feel, you know, where they from, and, you know, you want to get the story about them, you know what I'm saying? And when you rhyme, you know, don't just rhyme to rhyme, you know what I'm saying? Feel within the music, like, tell us about who you are, and from you being like he was rapping when he was like 16. Like, how did you come, you know, how was you when you're a 16-year-old dude to like a 25, how old is that, 25, 26-year-old dude? So, I don't know, I wasn't really feeling this. Like, I you know, I got what I got. Like some of these songs do bump in the whip. Like you know, I got the Juice and Rico and all the songs. I listen to it, but this album for me it wasn't amazing. Like this album was amazing, but it's definitely better than Dreams and Nightmares. I tell you that. This is actually a good step up. But this might be potential album of the year if y'all, if, you know, if they actually gave like the, you know, the audience a vote. People will vote for this. You know what I'm saying? Because this album is fire. You know what I'm saying? I love the songs, but I'm just not a fan of, you know, just him rapping check 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 and talking about hoes and getting high and all that. Because we know what I'm saying. We, you know, you did that on your last previous projects. You know what I'm saying? You did that on your last previous projects. We don't want to hear that. Like I felt like on this album he could have gave me more. He could have told us more about himself and being in Philly and stuff and his family and all that. You know what I'm saying? And just do more storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's, you know, he can't keep rapping about that struggle music. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what really people really like Meek for. He can't rap about that now because he's making millions. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just hope on his next project he could do something like that. But you know, you guys check, you know, check out for more album reviews. But I give this album 6. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't whack either. It wasn't, you know. So, yeah, guys. Be sure to check out my next video, man. Peace. Keep it cool. Stay classy.